guys, my name is Ray Greenwood, and in honor of International Peace Day, we are going to be folding paper cranes. Now, this is a really easy process. It could be a little difficult for people who haven't done it, but in a few easy steps, I'm going to show you how to fold your very own paper crane. So the main thing to know about folding a paper crane is that the majority of the steps involve making creases so you can make additional folds. So for the first step, you're going to take your origami paper and you're going to position it diagonally so that one of the points is facing you. And you're just going to fold it like this so that it forms a triangle. And it's important to line up the corners like so in order to get the best fold. Doing it correctly early on helps prevent problems later on in the process. And you're just going to make a nice crease to the corners. It helps to use the tip of your finger and your nail in order to make nice hard creases like this. Then you're just going to unfold your paper and rotate it so that a folded point is facing you, and do the exact same fold along the other way. And being careful to line up the corners. And then you're just going to crease it again using the tip of your finger. You're then going to unfold it, so now you have two folds looking diagonally like this. You're then going to turn your paper so that a side is facing you, and you're going to fold it sandwich style. And you're going to be careful to make sure the sides line up. And you're just going to fold it very carefully, making a nice thick crease. After unfolding it, you're going to repeat the process for the other sides. And just get it lined up. And then fold it and creased. So that it looks like this. And from here, you now have 8 sections of the paper, nice little sections. You're then, this is one of the more tricky parts, so it's good to keep your eye out here. So you're gonna aim your paper so that one point is facing you. You're then gonna take either the left hand or right hand point. I usually use the right hand point because that's easier. And you're then gonna fold the paper along this crease right here. I'm just going to mark it with a pen so you can see it a little bit better. Traditional origami doesn't use other instruments other than your hands, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to use a pen to make it a little bit easier to follow. You're going to fold it along this crease here, and you're just going to press it down all the way to the point in the center. Don't fold this crease down because you're going to need it open like that. And you're then going to fold it along this crease here, and you're just going to fold it back like this, and you're just going to reinforce that crease so now it looks all pointed up like this. At this point, your paper should look like this, with this little bit of corner sticking out right here. And you're just going to repeat the process for the other side. And you're just going to fold it down along this crease. And tuck it in. And then you're going to fold again along this crease. And fold it backwards. And then just reinforce that fold and press it down like this. Be sure to reinforce as many folds and creases as possible while you're folding the paper. So now when you open it up, it should look like this, as if it's like a little mouth with a couple of cheeks sticking out on the side. And at this point, the sides of the paper should also look like this, which is important for the next step. You're now going to take these sides and fold them so that they meet the center fold right here. Let me mark it so that's easier to see. You're just going to take the top layer and just fold it into the center like so. And you're just gonna pick up this top part. Leave this, avoid picking up this part. You're just gonna fold it nice and tight like this. You're then gonna flip your paper over and repeat the process on the other side. Making sure that the folds are the right side up on both sides. This is an important step. You're then gonna crease them nice and tight. Get a nice deep fold in there. So at this point your paper should look like this, vaguely ice cream cone shaped. And then you're just gonna take the ice cream part, the top, and you're just gonna fold it over one way, and then fold it over the other way, getting a nice double-sided crease. This is important because this part will eventually be the body, and this next step involves creating the wings. So you're gonna unfold these side creases you did a step ago, and reveal it like this to get some nice creases here. And now, this is one of the more tricky parts, so be sure to watch carefully. You're going to carefully open it up like this to see your mouth with two cheeks again. And then you're just going to bend this part back along the crease you made from the body earlier. And you're just going to use your fingers to smooth it down along those side creases you did, in order to open it up nice and wide and bend it back. Be sure to carefully use your fingers to bend it along the creases and get it all bent up like this. Once it's all up, you can then use your fingers to reinforce the creases and then get it nice and tight. You then flip it over and repeat the process on the other side. Open it up nice and wide. Use your fingers to smooth it along the creases. It's important not to rush this step, and just very carefully use your fingers to smooth along creases, because tearing is most likely to occur at this step. So going nice and slow and being delicate will be guaranteed to get you a nice looking crane. I'm just gonna fix this fold here. Okay, so now your paper crane should look like this. Here are the body, here are the two wings you just folded, and these two parts down here will be the head and the tail. So what you're going to do to get your head and tail is open up your body like this so that the wings are folded back. And I'm going to turn this end into the tail. I tend to pick the neater of the two ends for the head. So what you're going to do is you're going to stick your fingers like this against the body. You're just going to fold it up, and you're going to fold it and reinforce that crease. And to get the tail, you're just going to go halfway up this little triangle here and fold it back down and reinforce that crease. And tug it out a little and fold it again to get a tail. And then for the head end, you're just going to repeat the process, except you're going to go a little bit higher up, like about 3/4 of the way up the triangle. You're just going to fold it like this to get your head. And now for the final step is folding down the wings. So you're just going to go about 1/4 of the way up the wing, and you're just going to fold it down like this, revealing the body. And then using this first wing as a guide, you fold down the other wings so that they look symmetrical. And there you have it. That's a paper crane.